How to change, transform our lives, transform ourselves, change our circumstances, how to rise up. Welcome in, much love, Trav here. Beautiful day, the Humboldt fog here. Got some construction going on. I think this is gonna be going on all summer, so you can hear maybe hear some machines in the background. So everybody wants to change, everybody wants to get better, but how come so few people do? How come so many people stay stagnant, they stay the same, they keep the same character flaws, they keep the same weaknesses, their strengths don't improve, and we're looking at years, we're looking at decades, we're looking at a lifetime. Some people get better and better and better and become incredibly extraordinary, while most people do not. I want to be in the latter group. I think I'm changing into the latter group. I want you to be in the latter group. I want to raise everyone up, raise us all up. I want to be raised up by incredible people as well. And the goal is how to change. So I'll throw 3 tips at you for how to change, ways that I've changed myself, changed my life. And the first thing to think about is, for number 1, is to change. The easiest way to change is to leave and come back. Because we have this law of inertia. An object in motion stays in motion. An object at rest stays at rest. If you're at rest, it's really hard to get up and move. If you're on the couch, it's really hard to get up and move. If you're already walking, it's really easy to keep walking, right? That law of inertia is an obstacle for most people. If you're headed in a certain direction, it's really hard to change that direction. What makes it easier is a radical shift. If you get up and leave and go on a trip, or you live in some strange other place for 2 weeks, 1 week, a month, a year, you come back, you will be changed. You will have adopted new habits, new patterns. Because when you move to a new place, you can't keep things exactly the same. There's different people, there's different surroundings, there's different culture, there's different food, right? That's why when you see someone, if you have friends who've traveled abroad and they come back, you can tell they're different. Something's different about them. What's different is some minor things, but you come back and you continue those things. And I really feel this because I've left this place and come back 4, 5, 6 times now. Every time I feel I come back, I've changed. I added a few things to my lifestyle. I added a few new thoughts. I added a few new skills. I leveled up my skill sets, right? And I think it's noticeable as well. Every time I come back here, I've changed a little bit. And that's whenever I feel stagnant in this place, I know it's time to leave again because I'm not learning fast enough. My habits are getting stuck. I already, fall into some imperfect habits and the easiest way to change those habits is to leave. Because I'm headed in a direction here, but if I leave and come back, or just leave, law of inertia. I'm now moving in a new direction and I'm moving. So my recommendation, if you really want to change, is to travel, if you can. Right now, then do it. Make plans to do it, it's worth it. I've got a lot of videos on how to do it, how to start traveling, how to save up or put yourself in a position, or some of you guys though, you can't do it because you have too many responsibilities. Your situation is you've got too much family, too many obligations, and that's okay because it's a lot harder to change in place than change going somewhere and maybe returning, but it's still possible. So number 2, how to change your thoughts. So when we say we want to change, I want to change my life, right? I want more money. I want better friends. I want family around me. What else do I want? I want to be the best at what I do. I want a big following, bigger following. I want to be healthier, right? Well, I've got to change my actions to get those results, right? I need to do a better job. I need to implement new marketing skills. I need to level up socially and travel and meet people or bring more people into my life, strengthen my existing relationships, right? Figure out how to be healthier, things like this. I need to change my actions. If my thoughts are stuck, it's not going to happen. You see, your life results follow your life actions, follow your life thoughts. So if I'm thinking, man, I'm not going to have kids, I'm never going to make good money, I'm not going to make a big impact, I'm not going to, I can't be healthy, my genes are bad. If I just tell myself stuff like this, it will stay that way. But if I tell myself a different story, I deserve to be rich because I make such a big impact. I make such a big impact because I'm so good at what I do and I'm so passionate and I keep doing it on a daily basis, right? I can't wait to start my family when it's time to do that. And I know that there's a lot of situations where people would love to help make that happen for me, for us, right? I know that I'm going to be really healthy because I prioritize it and I'm always studying and learning how the body works better. And I'm always keeping good habits and implement, you tell yourself these thoughts, these stories, then you're going to have it's going to change your actions. You're going to have better results. So you really want to change, you got to take an inventory of your thoughts and try to remodel them. Something I've been doing, for one, is I listen to as many motivational tapes, just interviews with great people, interviews with successful people. Try to pick out certain thoughts they have that's true of all of them and absorb them and repeat them and make them my own, certain mindsets. So if you're not doing that, I listen to championship boxers in the morning, listen to Arnold, or listen to whoever inspires you, entrepreneurs, athletes, successful people. Listen to those people and try to absorb their thoughts. You can also override your thoughts once you have those ideas with affirmations. I recently put out a video, Winner's Mindset, affirmation hypnosis. I'm going to put out more of these. More of them might be out so you can see what I'm doing. But I like to repeat for myself. These winning thoughts. And it's changed my actions. Really, it changed my actions. I've got a clearer dream and possibility of what can happen. So number one, you want to change. Go somewhere different, maybe come back. Number two, you want to change your thoughts. And then, that's it. I said 3 things, but those 2 things are good enough. You do those, you have good results. I think so. Let me ask you this. You tell me, what's the 3rd thing you think? How to really change for the better. It can be a small thing, it can be a big thing. I'd love to hear your feedback. And then for you and for me, what are we going to do? What are you going to do to implement this right now to change? For me, I'm working right now on a trip to Japan in July. I'll stay for a couple weeks, and then depending on how things go, I'll go to Okinawa or Southeast Asia, or I'll go to Hawaii. After Hawaii is looking more likely. But I'll go to visit people that I visited before last year, and they'll see how I've changed, I'm sure. Come back here and things won't be the same for me, right? After those experiences. Only 6 weeks, you can change a lot in 6 weeks. And I'm in the habit of listening to these good thoughts, done my affirmations for today, but I'll do more too. So that's what I'm going to do, and I want to know from you what you're going to do. Share it down below, and I'm excited to hear. So stay up, much love, and see you in the comments. Peace.